A Russian TV anchor came out during a newscast. In fact, he said the following: "I'm gay, and I'm just the same person as you are, my dear audience, as President Putin, as Prime Minister Medvedev, and the deputies of our Duma." Now, after he said that, of course, he got fired immediately because in Russia they don't like gay people. So he expected that to happen. Afterward, he went on CNN and he said the following. Let's take a look.
Because somebody should do it. Because somebody should do it. And, I decided that it's time to be open, and it's time to be open for me. That's it.
So this guy is enormously brave. I mean, and he said, "Look, I made a lot of money in TV, and I, obviously would have made more, right? But he decided to come out when not when the hate was receding, but when it is ebbing." And so that makes him particularly courageous. It's one thing, I mean, in this country, we're getting better. We're not there yet, but, obviously we're making a lot of progress, and then now we're seeing some sports figures, and that's great. But this guy in the middle of Russia, first of all, Anna's statement is just technically correct because the Russian people have flipped on the issue. They were actually more tolerant before. And there's been a lot of propaganda. They're now less tolerant of gays and gay rights, gay marriage, etc. in Russia. And then, of course, they've passed the laws saying that you can't do any quote-unquote propaganda, meaning that you can't say anything positive about gays or being gay. I just think he's just incredibly admirable.
It's incredibly brave, especially when you have some members of the media in Russia and some public officials that call for really heinous, violent actions to be taken against gay people. I mean, we've covered that on the show. So not only does he lose his job, I think that in the country right now, he really jeopardizes his own safety. And he basically says, like, look, this is my way of protesting what's happening in my own country right now. And he, of course, he stands to lose a lot of money as a result of that. But he said, look, I made enough money in my career so far. I can take care of myself. This was totally worth it.
We ought to give him asylum, like a payback asylum.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Were you saying that the Russian people were actually more in favor of gay rights, or
a couple of years ago?
Yeah, like
than they
isn't
are.
that amazing?
It's gotten
Most of the
worse.
propaganda is
There's like this weird increase in neo-Nazis in Russia as well, which is crazy.
It's wild.
And it's partly, economic times are always tough, right? But the tougher they get, the more people turn ugly, and they need a scapegoat, right? We've seen this movie before, and in this case, and Putin has been more and more. He's grabbed more and more power, right? And so people were upset at him, and there was mass demonstrations, etc. And he's like, "Let me do the oldest trick in the book. Let me divert their anger and their rage and their frustration to the other." Right? Mm-hmm. And the other that he picked is an easy one. It's gays, especially because he's been trying to get the Coptic vote. I don't know if that's the Orthodox.
Coptic Christians.
Yeah, Christian vote in Russia because they're growing. And so what's an easy way to get their vote, their support, and solidify his base? A goddamn gays. You got to go get the gays, right? Mm-hmm. And so it's really ugly.
Did you, I don't know if anybody else found the headline in Mediaite amusing. I don't think they, but it's Russian TV anchor fired after coming out as a gay man.
As opposed to...
I don't know, I just thought, I don't think we needed the man.
Yeah.
Like,
So,
I got it, yeah.
coming out as a gay?
That's what it should have been. Coming out as a gay. Yeah.
Where would...
I would just go with coming out as gay.
Where would
coming
he go
out
for a job? Where would this guy go for a job in Russia at this point?
In Russia? Oof.
I think you should get the hell out of Russia, to be honest
Leave the
with
country?
you.
Maybe Norway. They apparently have no standards.
There's no Bravo in Russia. Where is he going to go?
Right. He could be the Andy Stern of Russia.
Or
How the republics got their shape? Something like that?
He could tour the country doing a geography show that nobody watches.
Real Housewives of Vladivostok. You could host that. Right, yeah.
That would be awesome.
That would be great, yeah. It's cold.
Don't give Bravo any ideas here, okay? Because they are running out of cities to exploit housewives in.
Yeah, but whatever. You hope you see this and you see his English is broken, but maybe I don't know. Now I badly want CNN International to
they should
hire this guy.
Yeah,
hire him.
Give him a job.
Give him something.
You know who should hire him, and it would be a great PR move? Al Jazeera.
Yeah, they should. I thought Al Jazeera America too. Just put him on, have him be a Russian expert. It's done. Get it going.
But isn't this like a perfect example of how being gay isn't a choice? like, who the hell would choose to go through what this guy's going through right now?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, as I said, you know, his financial well-being and his physical well-being is now in jeopardy because he came out.
To tell you, who's somebody who's made a string of bad decisions, the first one being gay, the second one coming out as being gay.
Really?
Right. Yeah, one
Wow.
bad choice
I
after
have to
another for this guy. Yeah.